Jerry B here up in Sacramento, Union Gospel Mission, giving out some shoes to the homeless here. A lot of smiling faces. We got one deal. We give you a pair of shoes. You got to give us a smirk and a photo. And this is the mission of the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame, which is a non-profit organization based out of Las Vegas, started by Gene Woods. We're trying to do good things and fill little holes in people's lives the best we can. And today we're up in Sacramento, just doing the best we can. Thanks for supporting us.
Are you ready for the wildest ride on Fremont Street? The Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience. 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171 on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. Open 7 days a week, noon until midnight. Strap yourself in, pull your safety belts tight, and feel the power and the speed at the Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience, downtown Las Vegas, Fremont Street, 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171, right on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. What are you waiting for? Log on, get your tickets now. It's time to go racing at the Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience, 450 Fremont Street, downtown Las Vegas.
Race friends, they're back together again. Live from Daytona Beach, Florida, it's Skratch with a K. And live from Las Vegas, it's Alan Michaels. Right here, right now, on the flagship station, the WCOBM TV network. It's on Pit Road Racing.
Good afternoon to you, Skratch, in Daytona, or early evening to you, my friend. Good evening.
Good evening, or good morning, as you were going to say. Good evening to you, sir, out in Las Vegas, man. What's happening?
Thunderstorms, rain. Everybody cross your fingers. The power has been flicking in and flicking out all day long. Please cross your fingers. By the mighty race gods and the mighty Lord above, let us have this next 90 minutes, please. That's all I got to say. Oh, man, good afternoon.
Storms in Vegas. That's crazy. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to interrupt, but that's
because
I know I live there. It doesn't storm often there.
It doesn't. And Diane, my wife, is flipping out. She had an appointment to do this afternoon. She goes, is monsoon season not supposed to start? And I said, honey, it doesn't make a difference what time it is. If it's going to rain, it's going to rain, man. And, of course, here in Las Vegas, we definitely do need the rain. You know that, Skratch. It's a dry community out here, so that's
yes,
it.
It is. Yes, it is.
Welcome to the show. Skratch is down at our studios at the Nutshot Studios in Daytona Beach, Florida. I'm here at the WCOBM studios live in Las Vegas. We're at 450 Fremont Street in the heart of downtown. We do this show each and every Thursday afternoon. It starts at 3 p.m. And Skratch and I, we could go an hour, we could go 2 hours, and who knows? As long as we got the time, we'll let her roll. But anyhow, we like
to talk, and we like racing. So when you put the two together, there's no telling what you get out of you and me.
That's it. Skratch, real quickly before we go, let me run down through this. You can see the show every Thursday, 3 p.m. Pacific time, 6 p.m. back on the East Coast. We stream it live from the WCOBM television network here in Las Vegas. We send it out to over 9 different social media platforms. Facebooks, the Twitters, X, Instagrams, YouTube, television. You find on Pit Road Racing, you'll find it there somewhere. Real quickly, show partners, Gene Woods Racing Experience, the Woods Family Sandwiches, Hot Shoe Hall of Fame, the Las Vegas Motor Speedway, Atlanta Motorsports Park. Skratch, I got details for you on that. Red One Scooters and Hammer and Harry's. Real quickly, Skratch, new show for you, new show for sort of both of us. Tell us all about what's getting ready to happen next Friday in the Daytona, New Smyrna Beach, all that area down there, man.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, starting on Friday the 13th, that's next Friday, not tomorrow, I will be as we all know, I was doing sports at WSBB. Well, I've been promoted, so to speak, and I am now going to be the racing ambassador for WSBB here in New Smyrna Beach. It's 106.9 on FM, 1230 on AM here, but it's the call letters are WSBB. So I'm now the racing ambassador for the radio station, and I'll be doing a show on Fridays from 5 to 6 p.m. Eastern time called the High Banks. That's what we decided to call it. There's a reason I'll tell you off the air why I thought that might be the best name for it, but that's another story for another time. The High Banks. So High Banks, it's going to be the top-notch racing show here in the New Smyrna Beach area. And the reason it's going to be so top-notch is because I'll be joined by you every week for for the Racing Across the Country segment that we do here on Pit Road Racing. We're going to be doing the same thing as far as that goes. So not only will I be bringing myself and my racing knowledge and fun and my me racing junk to the New Smyrna radio station at WSBB, but I'm going to be bringing my boy Alan Michaels along for a Racing Around the Country, where we're going to interview drivers around the country like we do right here on Pit Road Racing. So it's my pleasure to continue my relationship with you throughout all these years that we've been doing stuff together.
Certainly has. And speaking racing around the country today, Skratch, boy, have we got one heavy hitter. I thought we had one heavy hitter, but actually we've got 1, 2, and I'm going to add the other third little lady to it, man. He is a racing phenomena. He is currently finishing setup. They are at Tony Stewart's track in Eldora, man. I'm talking dirt racing, mud flinging and slinging, and it's going to be wild. Karter Beattie, his sister, and a special guest, and Kyle's going to join us, their dad, too. I don't know if Pat's along on the trip this week, but this is a third-generation racing family.
It's a family affair today.
I am so psyched. This kid, Skratch, I don't know if you had time to watch a little video of this kid. I shouldn't even call him a kid. He's a young man. And this, he is, you know that he whipped Easy Money, man. You know that he took charge of Kyle Larson, man. You know that?
I really want to talk to him about that now that I do know that, because that is impressive, man. That's got to feel great. You know, that's got to absolutely feel great to win when somebody like that is in the field with you, man. This kid seems like a strong racer, probably a good kid too, man. We're having the whole family on. I'm excited to see what we do next with him.
Real quickly, got a message. Nancy Matter was to appear with us. She's an NH. We've had Nancy on the show. Well, it was about a year and a half ago. Nancy woke up and she said, "Alan, I'm not feeling well. I got some goobity." And she just said, "I need to reschedule." And I said, "I totally understand." I think she got a little bit of an eye infection or something. So I totally get it. There was no reason for her to try to wear sunglasses and talk and read and everything else. So for those of you that were wanting for Nancy, we do have Nancy. She will be back on. We've rescheduled her. Diane's working on, I believe, either towards the end of the month or 1st of July. Great gal, man. She's getting licensed and certified. She drives an alcohol funny car. She's moving over to a dragster. So we'll definitely have Nancy on the program. Nancy,
talk with her.
Yeah, get well, sweetie. Don't worry about it. We got you covered here. That's for sure.
That's right.
Skratch, real quickly, if you'll reach and grab your shoe, man, want to let everybody know, hey, we got some monies that are coming in. We love that, man. Gene, we put a box out at the front. People are dropping money into it. We just appreciate it. Here they are, the heart shoes, everybody. And just to let you know, I need to raise about another $4,000. I got to get shoes for kids. Summertime and the fall coming back to school. Skratch has got his in his hand. There's mine right there. Really good, comfortable shoes. Folks, 100% write-off. You don't send them. You don't send the money to On Pit Road Racing. You don't send it to the WCOBM. You send it to the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame. The ticker's right down there below. It's scrolling across. We need to get some. We got big people shoes. We need to get some kid shoes. I need to raise about another $4,000. Okay. So if you need some more information, I'll be more than happy to let you know. 702-803-0875. And also for companies and corporations, if you will donate at least $500, we'll give you 130-second spots on this, no charge. If you donate $1,000 or more, we'll give you 200 spots. We'll run them every week all through the show and keep you rocking and rolling that way. We will send you the paperwork. The Hot Shoe Hall of Fame is a nonprofit. We've got all the paperwork for you. We'll send you everything that you need to have so that you can take this off on your taxes. You're spending the money now, but you're going to get it back towards the end of the year, Skratch, my friend.
Yeah, that's great, man. You can go right there. It's on the ticker right there and show you how to donate right there. First of all, real quick before we move forward, man, I want to say hello to the First Lady, Diane Fox, before you notice that she's not there. But, one of the bosses is watching us, so I want to make sure I say hello. I don't want to get in trouble.
Yep, she's actually we've both been going through these injections through our pain and everything else instead of all this evasive surgeries and things. They wanted to carve me up like a piece of meat, and I told them that ain't happening, man. It ain't happening. So Dr. Carno at the Nevada Pain Institute, great dude there, man. If you're in this area, call him out. I mean, he gives you about a 30-minute knockout. He does his work. And I'm going to tell you, Skratch, I had one done last week at a follow-up here. And my pain level jumped from about a 9 down to about a 1.5 or a 2, man. So thanks, Dr. Carno. Big shout out to him.
There you go.
All right. let's roll it on. And, man, let's get started. Skratch, you get racing around the country lined up. And here's racing weather. It's brought to you by our good friends at the Woods Family Sandwiches, everybody. 931 American Pacific, Suite 106, Las Vegas, Henderson area. If you need some more information about catering, pickup orders, and things like that, World Wide Web at WFSandwiches.com. Monster Energy, the Supercross Series in Lakewood, Colorado this weekend for Friday. 70% chance of rain with a daytime high about 63, dropping off 50, nighttime low about 50 for Saturday. Sunny skies all day long. Daytime highs about 76, dropping off to 51 in the nighttime. NASCAR's racing in the Irish Hills of Michigan this weekend. Skratch, good for the NASCAR fans. Partly sunny skies all weekend long. Daytime highs right around mid-70 for the nighttime low for the campers at about 55 degrees. The NHRA, the fastest cars in the world, man, they're going to Thunder Valley. Bristol, Skratch, that's right. You got it, Bristol, baby. This weekend, 50-50 all weekend long, man. So there's a shot. The rain could be popping in there for you. Weekend highs at about mid-70s, dropping off to about the mid-50s for a nighttime low for all the campers and everybody that are hanging out at Bristol this weekend. F1 series is off this week. They return back in 2 weeks. F1 action is in Canada. IndyCar is also off this week. They return back to action June 15th. And the World of Outlaws, Skratch, they're heading to Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. Weather's going to be mostly sunny for those guys all weekend long with 70-degree highs, nighttime lows right around 50. Racing weather brought to you by our good friends at the Woods Family Sandwiches, 931 American Pacific, 106, Suite 106, Las Vegas, Henderson. Skratch, take everybody around the track, my friend.
I'll be happy to, man. We're going to take you around the track. We got the Monster Energy Supercross Series, round number 20 in Lakewood, Colorado, June 7th. The Progressive Flat Track Series, the flat trackers travel to its short track racing for the big bikes in Wheatland, Missouri on June 7th. That's on Saturday, June 7th. Speedway Motorcycle Racing East Coast, June 7th and June 28th at Champion Speedway. West Coast Speedway Motorcycle Racing, June 5th and June 6th. Rattlesnake Speedway, so that's today and tomorrow night. Formula One, June 13th, 14th, and 15th. Pirelli Grand Prix Canada. IndyCar, the series heads to Madison, Illinois, June 15th. Bommaretto Auto Group Grand Prix. The NHRA, June 6th, 7th, and 8th. That's this weekend. Thunder Valley, Bristol, Tennessee. The NOS Energy Series is June 4th at Jackson Motorplex. June 6th at Plymouth Dirt Track. June 7th, Beaver Dam Raceway. The NOS Outlaw Late Model Series, June 21st and 22nd. I-55 Federated Auto Parts Raceway Park. High Limit Series, June 10th at Eagle Raceway. NASCAR is back in action with the ARCA West, June 14th at Kevin Harvick's Kern County Speedway, and ARCA East at Dover Motor Speedway, July 18th. NASCAR, the trucks, they're this Saturday, June 7th, Michigan International Speedway. Xfinity, they are off, but they will be heading to Mexico shortly. Cup Sunday, June 8th, Michigan International Speedway. And Allen, that is a look at Around the Track with me, the guy that races junk.
There you go, buddy. Hey, I think it's about time we take a quick break. Will you take us to our break, Skratch?
Sure, we will be right back with more on pit road racing and around the country. I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be fun. Let's go.
Are you ready for the wildest ride on Fremont Street? The Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience. 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171 on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. Open 7 days a week, noon until midnight. Strap yourself in, pull your safety belts tight, and feel the power and the speed at the Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience, downtown Las Vegas, Fremont Street, 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171, right on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. What are you waiting for? Log on, get your tickets now. It's time to go racing at the Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience, 450 Fremont Street, downtown Las Vegas.
there for you, man. Thursday afternoon, Alan Michaels here, Las Vegas, Skratch with a K at the Nutcheck Studios, Daytona Beach, Florida, everybody, on Pit Road Racing. Coming up in just about 15 minutes or so, the Karter Racing family, the Beattie Racing family, Karter, Kylee, Kyle. We got them all, Skratch, 3 generations. We're going to rock and roll with them, buddy.
I'm excited, man. We haven't had not with me on here with you, but I can't remember having a whole family on at one time. This would be awesome.
This is going to be cool. I'm loving this. Hey, time to check some NASCAR results and news and notes for you. The segment is brought to you by the Las Vegas Motor Speedway, LVMS.com. NASCAR returns for the round of 8. The South Point 400, everybody. Get your tickets October 10th, 11th, and 12th. Details online for all the information that you need to have at LVMS.com. Skratch, get us started. Tell us about the trucks, my friend.
Sure, we got some fast facts for you for the trucks in Nashville. Rajah Caruth won the Rackley Roofing 200, his second victory at 62 Craftsman Truck Series races. This is his first victory and 7th top 10 finish in 2025. This is his first victory and second top 10 finish in 3 races at Nashville Superspeedway. Corey Heim, he was second. He posted his 3rd top 10 finish in 4 races at Nashville Superspeedway. It is his 10th top 10 finish in 2025. Lane Riggs was 3rd. He posted his first top 10 finish in 3 races at Nashville Speedway. And Dawson Sutton was 11th with his highest finishing. He was the highest finishing rookie. Corey Heim became the first driver in NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series history to lead 800 laps in the first 12 races of the season. There were 7 lead changes among 4 drivers and 4 cautions for 27 yellow flag laps. The average speed of the race was 116.591 miles per hour. The top 10, Rajah Caruth, Corey Heim, Lane Riggs, Daniel Hemrick, Corey Day, Caden Honeycutt, Chandler Smith, Ty Majeski, Bailey Curry, Grant Enfinger. That was your top 10 right there. The Truck Series drivers' point standings after Nashville, which was race 12 of 18 regular season races. Corey Heim at the top with 4 wins. Chandler Smith has 2 wins. He's in second. Daniel Hemrick, Tyler Ankrum, Rajah Caruth round out the top 5. Those 3 drivers all have 1 win apiece. And then Grant Enfinger, Lane Riggs, Caden Honeycutt, Jake Garcia, and Ty Majeski. That's the top 10. Outside the top 10, Gio Wagario, Stuart Friesen, Ben Rhodes, Tanner Gray, and Matt Crafton.
You got it right. Nashville for you. Justin Allgaier won the Tennessee Lottery 250, his 28th victory, his 3rd victory, and his 10th top 10 finish so far in 2025, everyone. This was his 2nd victory and 7th top 10 finishes in 11 races at the Nashville Speedway. Connor Zilic finished up in the 2nd, posted up his first top 10 finish in 1 race at Nashville. It was his 5th top 10 finish of 2025. Sam Mayer up in 3rd, posted his 4th top 10 finish in 4 races at Nashville. Connor Zilic 2nd was the highest finishing rookie. There were 8 lead changes among 7 drivers, Skratch, 6 caution flags for 39 laps. Average speed for you of the race went at 111.006 miles an hour. And let me see. Right now, on top of it, it is Justin Allgaier, 3 wins. And you got Austin Hill, Connor Zilic, Jesse Love still hanging in the top 5. Skratch, Sammy Smith, Brandon Jones, Sam Mayer, along with Sheldon Creed. Then it's Carson Quapple, Jeb Burton, Ryan Sieg, Harrison Burton rounding out your top 12. Below the line right now, my friend, Nick Sanchez, Taylor Gray, and Daytona Beach's favorite, Daniel Dye, standing in 15th. 6 drivers have earned their way in a shot for the championship. Skratch, tell us all about the Cup, my friend.
Yeah, man. Ryan Blaney, he got his first win of the season in the Cracker Barrel 400 NASCAR Cup Series race at Nashville Superspeedway. The win is his first win of the year, as mentioned. First at Nashville and 14th career win. Carson Hocevar, who was really getting it on Sunday, tied his career best by finishing 2nd. They were followed by Denny Hamlin, and he was making his 700th Cup start. Joey Logano, William Byron, Bubba Wallace, Eric Jones, Kyle Larson, Tyler Reddick, Christopher Bell, and pole sitter Chase Briscoe. He led 51 laps early in the race, but fell back and finished 17th. The fastest lap bonus was earned by Denny Hamlin. Stage 1 was won by Denny Hamlin. Stage 2 was won by eventual winner Ryan Blaney. There were 18 lead changes among 9 drivers and 7 cautions for 35 yellow flag laps. The average speed of that race, it was 129.068 miles per hour. The Cup Series playoff standings after Nashville, which is the 14th race of 26 regular season races. You got Kyle Larson, Young Money. He is at the top of the thing there with 3 wins. Christopher Bell also has 3 wins. He's in second. Denny Hamlin with 2 wins is in third. William Byron, Ryan Blaney ran out the top 5. They both have a win. Other people with wins is Joey Logano in 6th, Ross Chastain in 7th, Austin Cindric in 8th, Josh Berry in 9th. And then you have Chase Elliott in 10th with no wins. This is starting of people who have not won yet, so a win could change a lot of stuff down here. Chase Elliott, he's at 10th. Tyler Reddick in 11th. Bubba Wallace is in 12th. Chase Briscoe 13th. Alex Bowman 14th. Chris Buescher 15th. And Kyle Busch in the top 16 outside, not making the cut right now. Ryan Preece, Carson Hocevar, who I think is going to change it with a win. I'll be honest. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., he's in 19th. AJ Allmendinger is 20th. 9 drivers have earned a spot for a chance to win the NASCAR Cup Championship by winning a race. So I think Carson Hocevar might be the next one up on that.
I'm telling you, the kid's got some talent. People are bitching about saying he's driving rough. He's doing this. He's not doing anything that everybody else.
It just makes me want to see him win more. I just want to watch him win. I was rooting on him. So I don't dislike Ryan Blaney, so I wasn't rooting against Ryan Blaney on Sunday. But I'm just like the way people feel about Carson. I think I saw an interview with Dale Jr. He said he saw a guy that didn't care that he really wrecked anybody. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, I'm all for it. I don't know. I like the kid, man. I like the kid.
He's got, you go back and watch the days at Bristol, go back and watch the days at Richmond, go Earnhardt, Labonte, Rusty, all those guys.
I'm saying it right here, right now.
I'm telling you, he's hot. I'm telling. Take a quick break. Take us to one more quick break. We'll do a little NHRA, and by that time, we should have them, the Beattie family. They're in Eldora, and we're going to talk to them. It's coming up. Skratch, take us to a break, my friend.
Hey, man, that segment right there was brought to you by the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. For Alan Michaels, I am Skratch with a K. I am live in Daytona Beach. He's in Las Vegas, and we will be right back here in just a minute.
Come on! What the yeah! Oh, man! Woo! That is awesome!
Are you ready for the wildest ride on Fremont Street? The Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience. 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171 on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. Open 7 days a week, noon until midnight. Strap yourself in, pull your safety belts tight, and feel the power and the speed at the Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience, downtown Las Vegas, Fremont Street, 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171, right on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. What are you waiting for? Log on, get your tickets now. It's time to go racing at the Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience, 450 Fremont Street, downtown Las Vegas.
Wow, looking good out there. We are back with you. Skratch, I'm looking down there, setting the camera up there at Eldora. I can see Kyle getting things worked around. Real quickly, Skratch, let's give him some NHRA news and updates, and then we'll get to the Beattie Racing family. How about it? Take us there, Skratch.
Hey, it sounds good to me, man. It's time to look at the NHRA, and this segment is brought to you by Hammered Harry's. Good fun time, service with an attitude, and home of the $5 margarita, 450 Fremont Street, downtown Las Vegas. I can't wait to come get one of them margaritas, man.
Yeah, we're going to drink a few of them, buddy.
About $25 worth.
About $25 worth of them?
Yes, sir.
You got it. Hey, real quickly, NHRA, man, Top Fuel veteran Doug Coletta was an incredible qualifying run this past Saturday at the New England Dragway, keeping Coletta Motorsports undefeated in the Top Fuel in the Mission number 2 Fast for 2 Tasty Challenge. The victory came over Tony Stewart, settling track record. Are you ready? A track record for it, man. Jack Meckman back in funny car. It was Matt Halford in Pro Stock Motorcycles, man. Definitely picking up there. Each picking up $100,000 win off this thing, man. The 2 Fast for Tasty Challenge. But if you want to get to the results to it, man, Top Fuel, Brittany Force, funny car, J.R. Todd. Pro Stock, it was Doug, Pro Stock and Doug Letta. And then let me see, in the 2 Faster Town Chase, it was Doug Letta, Jack Bettman, and Matt Hartford. Pro Stock Motorcycles are off this week. Skratch, you got the latest on the points, my friend. And tell me, Tell me who stands on top.
Well, Alan, with every run, speed records, track records, all the records are being broke this weekend. That's where you want me to pick it up at, right?
Yeah, man.
Okay, I'm just making sure. I was like, wait, points? Oh, there we go. All right, my bad. Sorry about that. Anyway, so track records and all the records are being broke this weekend in Epping, NH. This racetrack has been hosting the NHRA since 1966. That's well before I was born. Saturday's third Top Fuel qualifying session at New England Dragway brought fireworks, frustration, and new track speed record as the racing surface came around following a morning rain. Drivers gave fans a taste of what's to come on race day, closing the session with Sean Reed and Antron Brown. Reed laid down a strong 3.737 at 332.26 miles per hour. But
That's rocking. That's rocking.
Yeah, you ain't crapping. That's out of control. But Antron and crew chief Brian Karate made a statement with a jaw-dropping 3.697 at 337.07 miles an hour. Damn, that's
unbelievable, man.
It is. That's
wait till I take you to these things. Wait till I get you out of here and put you at 4 wide.
I can't wait to see that live. Yeah, that's crazy. Anyway, he set a new top fuel track speed record, you don't say, on the 1.5 mile per hour, faster than the previous best. Alan, you have all the final results.
That's right. We already went through it, but here it is. Leading the points, man. Tell me right now. It's Tony Skratch. Tell me who's on top of the top fuel points right now.
Brittany Force.
Oh, no, it isn't. It's Tony Stewart. He leads Shang Langdon by 71 points. Yeah, man, we're down at here's a look at the Austin Park, 38 on past Jack Bettman, Greg Anderson, 50 up on Dallas Glenn. And what can I say? You're not going to top Gage Herrera, man. You're not going to talk about it.
Mine says Brittany Force, top fuel Brittany Force. Mine says, hey, I just read what's. I'm like Anchorman. I just read what's in the teleprompter.
Brittany won the top fuel for Epping. But
that's for Epping results.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't have there's the points underneath there. I see them.
Okay, that's okay.
That's what it is. Yeah.
It happens in live television. I'm going to pop him up. There he is, sitting right there. He's going to dial his camera on in. Are you ready? This is the man that knows how to beat Young Money, man, and we're going to talk to him. I've got the Karter Racing crew standing by in Eldora, and we're going to talk to him one-on-one live right after this, everybody. Stay there.
Are you ready for the wildest ride on Fremont Street? The Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience. 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171 on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. Open 7 days a week, noon until midnight. Strap yourself in, pull your safety belts tight, and feel the power and the speed at the Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience. Downtown Las Vegas, Fremont Street, 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171, right on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. What are you waiting for? Log on, get your tickets now. It's time to go racing at the Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience, 450 Fremont Street, downtown Las Vegas.
I don't know about you, Skratch. I can't wait no more, man. I can't. You know what? I've been watching this kid for the last, I'm sorry, not a kid, he's a young man. I've been watching him on videos for the last month. And I'm damn well ready to jump on an airplane just to fly back to North Carolina to watch this kid run live because he is the next sensation on the dirt. Ladies and gentlemen, 13-year-old. He is part of a third-generation racing family. They are currently live at Eldora Speedway, just about 2 hours from where I was born, Skratch. Will you please make him feel warm and welcome? We've got Kyle. We've got Karter Beattie. We've got the whole Beattie family. I got Karter sitting in front of us right now, right?
Yes, sir.
How you doing today, buddy?
Good.
Tell me how, besides I know you're a third-generation racer, because you when you just came into this is what you wanted to do. This was nothing else. I'm driving a race car, right?
Yeah, I've always wanted to drive race cars since I was little. I seen Dad race, and I knew that's just what I wanted to do.
Well, let me tell you, folks, the kid won his first event. Are you ready for this, Skratch? You won his first event. If I'm not mistaken, age 6 or 7. Am I right, Karter? Age 6 or 7, your first event you won? Okay.
Yep.
All right. 2 years later, you ready for this? 2 years later, he's the all-time win leader at Millbridge Speedway with 94 trips to victory lane, including 2 in the 600 Myco Sprint Division. Beating, are you ready? Are you ready, Skratch? And you've been wanting to ask him about it. Beating, Young Money, Kyle Larson. Skratch, ask him how he did it.
Yeah, man. Tell me all about it. That's got to be first of all. My first thought when Alan told me this was to have somebody like that you're racing against. Is first of all, it's probably a pretty interesting experience for you, and then being able to win and win with a name like that out there. What does that feel like? How does that make you feel?
I just kind of put him off to the side as the same as everybody else, and just kept my head in the game and tried to run the best lap times I could and try to do everything that I could to win. That's
a great answer, actually. No starstruck in you at all, man. It's just another car.
Hey, now listen, hey, Karter, I heard this was Harvick on the track that night too?
No, it was Busch.
Which one? Kyle or Brexton?
Kyle.
And you put a whooping to Kyle too?
Yes.
Yeah.
I like the smirk almost as much as the answer.
I don't know if you Skratch. You asked me earlier what happened to my attire. My attire this weekend is that I knew I was going dirt racing with this boy, and look at the shirt that I got. Knoxville Nationals right here here for him. There you go.
Nice.
Tell me, man, what's you're like on a big super tour. I mean, you're going to be in 10 different states? I mean, where's this all leading to, Karter?
I want to run the World of Outlaws or like High Limit. I want to go 410 sprint racing, and Dad's helping me every step of the way by taking us everywhere we can and winning all the national championships and stuff. First
time at Eldora?
Yeah.
Have you been on the track at all?
No, I haven't even looked at the track yet. We've set up the camper and we've just been sitting here waiting.
Wow, this is just and your younger sister races too, right?
Yeah, she started racing about 2.5-ish years ago. She wanted to do horses and she wanted to do all the other stuff, volleyball and all that. And one night we were sitting at dinner and she looked Dad in the eyes and she goes, "Dad, I want to race." And me and Dad just our faces kind of lit up and we were ready to do it all.
This is so cool. I got to ask you, Skratch, get ready for a question. I got to ask you something, man. Are you in the pits? Are you turning wrenches, man? Are you getting your nails dirty? Are you bleeding a little bit, knuckle busting and all that?
I try to. I've been getting on it more, but I don't know. I got so many guys back there at the trailer and everybody helping us, so it's hard to it's hard not to get in their way.
Okay, I get it. Skratch, question for him. Go ahead.
Sure. How do you expect to do this week at Eldora? I'm just curious, being it's something that you haven't seen the track yet or anything like that. I mean, how you feel? Like you feel like you can just go out there and shine right out of the box?
No, this time we're not racing, but I'm gonna race here one day.
Oh, okay, right on.
Oh, okay. So actually, what are you up there for? Are you just scouting stuff out, or what is this a PR trip for you? What is it for you?
Just coming out and watching it and like seeing how the track changes and seeing how all the guys, what they do to change their driving style for this track.
Okay. So is there any negatives? Because I know Tony Stewart's got a business. Is Tony supposed to be there this weekend?
I don't think so. This weekend's just late models. So
just late models, okay. All righty. Let me ask you this. Since you're at Tony Stewart's track, I mean, Tony bought the track way after I left Ohio. I don't know if you know, Karter, I'm old, okay? I'm real old. I remember Eldora as a kid going out there, all right? I remember going to the IndyCar races at Mid-Ohio, the drag strip, which used to be called the Spring Nationals. Your daddy probably remembers those. But anyhow, I guess getting to the point of this whole thing of it is going up there and handling all this, the media pressure for all the thing. What I want to ask you about Tony first. What do you think of Tony as far as him driving IndyCar, him driving NASCAR, him driving NHRA? But he started right where you're at, if I'm not mistaken. He started in the sprint cars, correct?
Probably. I don't know. I haven't ever really liked Tony all that much. I mean, I never liked him, never hated him, but I don't know. I think it's cool that he made it. He can do basically any car he wants, and he can do pretty good in them.
I was going to say, you respect his talent, is what you do. You respect the talent that he can drive as many different versions and be a winning driver, right?
Yeah,
okay.
It's like us, except we stay on dirt for the most part.
Yeah, you have no ambition to go to asphalt, right? You don't want to run asphalt. You're a dirt guy and a dirt guy only, right?
Yeah, I mean, Dad tries to get me to run asphalt stuff, but in Legends and Bandos, I like the Bandos, but once we got the Legends, things just, I just stopped liking asphalt, and I'm for sure not gonna run NASCAR. That's the last thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to the World of Outlaws.
So I don't blame you. Go ahead, Skratch.
You like running to the edge of control, or where you're the one where the art, you're controlling everything for the most part.
Yeah. I wanna go like as fast as I can and not of course get hurt, but I want to be the best.
Yes,
Our
sir.
special guest joining us from Eldora this weekend, Karter Beattie's joining us right now. The kid is a hot sensation coming up. If you got a dirt track and you see his name on the entry list, go watch this kid run, man. That is for sure. So, anyhow, anything else? I mean, you're up there this weekend. Are you going to do any racing, or are you just there to Eldora to scout stuff up, check the track out, everything else? That's it? You got anything on the plans?
I mean, me and the boys might race around the camper, but that's probably the only racing I'll do.
What's the next stop on the tour for you?
I think we go home and then we run Millbridge a couple days later.
Okay, all right. Skratch, a question for him.
Yeah, is Millbridge pretty much your home track? I just noticed on the website and everything that you seem to race there quite a bit. Is that like your home track?
Yeah, I've raced at Millbridge since I was like 5 or 6 years old, and that's just kind of that's where I like it, and that's the kind of track that I like.
Is there a place like on your website or somewhere where I just saw that somebody had asked a question on our comments here and wanted to know where they can find your racing schedule at? Do you have a place where somebody can find your racing schedule?
Yeah, it's on your website.
I think there's one on my web. There should be one on my website.
Okay.
Special shout out. Gene Woods wants to say hi to you, my friend, and say hi to Grandpa and Dad too. So hi out there. All righty. So we'll get you out scheduling it out. Is there a track besides Eldora that you really want to get to? Someplace
I go to Knoxville every year for nationals, but I really want to make it out to like Volusia or somewhere like that, Williams Grove, one of those higher population tracks.
You want to get down where Skratch is at.
Yeah, that's a track I grew up at, man. When I was the age that you won your first race, I was following my stepdad around, man. He used to race what they called Thunder Cars back in the 70s, man. They were out there at Volusia, so that's a track I grew up at right there, man. When I was young, I'd love to come see you race there. You race there, I'm gonna come check that out for sure.
Yeah,
so
man.
You ever get to Volusia, man? You'll see me.
Yeah, you see what he looks like now. Karter. So there you go. That's what you're going to get. All right.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, I mean, Skratch. I got to talk to Diane about this. There might be a weekend trip or a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday trip going back to North Carolina. I'm very impressed with you, young man. I've been watching a lot of film on you. You seem like you've really, really got it together for as young as you are. You're focused. You seem to be where you want to go in the racing world. And what we like to say, not tip the hat, but tip the helmet to you, man, because you're just something else. Anything else you'd like to tell the listening audience out there today?
No, I think I covered most of it.
How about before we let you go, where they can give them your website information, social media, and Karter, if you want to give a shout out to your sponsors out there, let your sponsors know you're thinking about them. Go ahead and do that. You get the last word, my friend.
All right, our website is kbr.ihub.app, and then I got to thank Simpson Race Products, SKE, KBR, Midwest Suspension, everybody, like LaJoy Seating, MPI, really everybody that helps, BCS Construction, CTM Custom Cabinets, everybody that helps me out in the pits, and I got a bunch of buddies that always want to help out, and all my team and my family, they all do everything that they can to make us better.
Fantastic. Anything? I see your sister standing by. Does she want to come on and have a little fun with us?
I think so.
Okay, well, tell her to stand by. We're going to take, Carter, we're going to take a quick break here. So you slide in, slide out. Then what we'll do after that, if your dad's still with you, we'd like to talk to him because I know he's working on a real special project of building frames and carts and stuff like that. So I'd like to talk to him a little bit about that. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Fantastic. We'll be right back after this, everybody. Stick with us. The Karter, Beattie, and the Beattie Racing family is all joining us live from Eldora. We'll be back right after this.
Are you ready for the wildest ride on Fremont Street? The Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience. 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171 on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. Open 7 days a week, noon until midnight. Strap yourself in, pull your safety belts tight, and feel the power and the speed at the Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience. Downtown Las Vegas. Fremont Street, 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171, right on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. What are you waiting for? Log on, get your tickets now. It's time to go racing at the Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience, 450 Fremont Street, downtown Las Vegas.
It'd be a great time to get down there, Skratch.
Yeah,
Nice.
can't wait. I'm excited.
Yeah, you know.
Look at this. More racers.
Look what we got here, man. I mean, we've switched. We have switched all the way around. We've got two lovely ladies right here. First of all, I'm not quite sure which one, but so we'll do it like it was in school. Kylee, Beattie, raise your hand. There you, Kylee. There you are. All righty, there she is. Are they going to play? And there's Emily. Is Emily there too? Yeah.
Emily?
Say hi, everybody. Say hi. You guys are worldwide on a 2.1 million followers. Are going across the whole wide world right now. Okay. Okay. Let's get started. Let's get started here. I want to talk, first of all, let's talk to Carter's sister, Kylee, age 10. She started racing at 8 years. You've got 5 feature wins. You've moved up to a box stocks and also junior wings in 2025. You currently stand 15th in junior wig points as of Tuesday, 12th as of last Saturday. Tell us how you got involved into racing, girl.
Well, my dad and my mom and my brother started racing, and I've been around the cars and the track ever since, and I just fell in love with it.
Well, your brother said that you were like into sports and volleyball and stuff like that. So did you give all that up to get into a race car?
No, not really. I still play volleyball, but I like racing a little more.
All right. Skratch, a question for the lady?
So you're 10 years old and you've won 5 times already? Is that right?
Yes, sir.
I'm 53 years old and I've won 0 times. So you're off to a great start.
That's Emily, age 13. Started racing when you were 9 years old, third generation family racer. You also, I guess you like volleyball too, man. Moved up from junior reach to restricted micros in 2025. You currently stand 12th in the standings at the junior week division in Millbridge, 4th junior week Saturday night, 5th in Millbridge restricted this past weekend. How did you get involved into this?
My dad just raced, and I grew up at the racetrack watching him race, and I always knew I wanted to race.
So are you girls like Karter? Are you girls just going to be the dirt, or are you willing to branch out, or is slinging the mud and slinging the dirt your girls' thing?
I just want to stick with dirt.
I do asphalt too. I do bandoleros, but mainly dirt.
So it wouldn't make a difference to you. Your brother says he has no interest in stock car racing. He's ready for World of Outlaws. He's ready for this. How about you? Would you? I always ask our guests, If somebody came up to you and offered you a ride in a division that you're not running, or a sport in a division that you're not running, such as you guys are running dirt cars, you're running a little bit of bandos. If somebody came up and offered you a truck ride, say in 3 years, would you take it?
Yes.
Okay.
Probably.
And you too. Okay. So you guys, go ahead, Skratch. I can see you. Take it. Go ahead.
I was like, there we go. That's the racer's answer right there.
That
the
is.
racer's answer. No, whether you love dirt or not, that's a racer's answer.
You're ready. You're ready to go. How many? You guys have any? Do you guys have any role models? You guys are female racers. Is there any female racing role models for you guys?
Jade Abadigian for me.
Okay.
Probably Close and Elledge or Kennedy.
Okay. There you go. So, what's your all's plans? Are you guys just hanging out with the family and checking out Eldora the first time?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I've come here before. I'm just.
Yeah, this is my first time being, so.
Okay. Well, it's a cool racetrack. I've not been there since Tony Stewart bought it and remodeled it and made it it's a beautiful place now. I've not been there since. I've seen photos, but he definitely upgraded it, and everything else. So what are your guys' schedule for the rest of the year? You're not racing this weekend. You're just up there having some fun and checking the track. What's your guys' next event? Kylee, let's start with you. Where you go to next?
We go to Millbridge to race this Tuesday, and then Wednesday quarter races, and then we're back there Saturday.
Okay. And same thing for you, Emily?
Yeah, I'll just race Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, and repeat.
Okay. There you guys go. Anything you guys would like to say to the audience? But let's front. Do you both have websites?
I don't.
You don't? Emily?
I don't.
Okay. How about social media? You guys have Instagrams or things like that?
I have Instagram.
Okay. Do you want to let everybody know where they can find you and follow you and everything?
It's Emily Dietrich Racing on Instagram.
Okay. Kylee, how about you?
Kylee.
I have my dad's Facebook.
Okay.
That's
So
all.
they can reach out to your dad and everything else, and to find out. Now, do you guys all have sponsors for your cars?
Yeah.
Okay, let's start. Okay, I'm going to start with Emily first. Emily, I'm going to give you a minute or so right now. Give a shout out to all your sponsors and everything else that you'd like to tell everybody about.
Prototype Fabrication, SK Chassis, especially Melanie Motorsports, Cat Industries, SRI, Power Max Engines, and everybody, especially my parents.
There you go. Kylee, how about you?
I would like to thank my family, SK, KBL, Stock Code, MPI, LaJoy Seating, Stock Coast Steel, and LJ Designs.
There you go. Boy, you girls are right on the ball, man. You guys, I can tell that you guys have come from Skratch. Do you agree with it? They come from generation families. These girls they're getting it down, they're clicking it right along.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I'd imagine it's fun too. You all being able to all go race as a family. So that's probably a pretty great experience as a whole entire family being able to race.
Tell us about that, gals. Tell us how it is for you guys to race all together as a family, traveling in the motorhome and the cars and everything. Tell us all about it.
It's so much fun. We go racing every week together, and we came to Eldora this weekend together to hang out. Just every week, hang out, race together.
It is really cool. I wish you guys. We got to get to Skratch. We're going to go to Georgia. We might have to make us a pit stop in North Carolina.
Man, I feel like you and I just need to get a bus and go everywhere. Every time we talk to somebody, I want to go watch them race.
I know.
every time, never fails.
Gene's going to Florida in a couple of months. I might have him. There's a place in Bradenton. They have really nice buses there. You know what I mean? Kylee, is your dad standing by? Is he there?
Yes.
He's there.
Yeah.
I'll tell you. Is there anything that you two would like to say? Because I'm going to take a quick break, and then I would like to speak to your dad. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Anything else you guys want to say?
Thank you so much for having us.
No problem.
Pleasure.
We'll be right back, everybody. We'll be right back with the head of the Beattie family right after this, everybody.
Are you ready for the wildest ride on Fremont Street? The Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience. 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171 on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. Open 7 days a week, noon until midnight. Strap yourself in, pull your safety belts tight, and feel the power and the speed at the Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience, downtown Las Vegas, Fremont Street, 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171, right on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. What are you waiting for? Log on, get your tickets now. It's time to go racing at the Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience, 450 Fremont Street, downtown Las Vegas.
I'm here in Las Vegas, Nevada, and Skratch with a K is at the Nutshot Studios down in Daytona Beach. All righty. Well, we got to talk to the man to put it all together. Joining us is the father of those two the young man and the one lady there. Mr. Kyle Beattie is joining us. Good afternoon, sir. Welcome to On Pit Road Racing, and I hope you have a good time up there in Eldora. How you doing today?
Hey, guys. Doing great. Thanks for having me on.
No problem. Hey, listen, I wanted to talk to you. You got your kids going on, but you also got something going on here with another company that's involved with this about building frames and things like that. I'd like for you to take a minute, sir, if you would. Tell us all about that company and what's going on.
Yeah, we've got two businesses, really. It's the KBR business that's more into the driver development and ad track support. And then we also have SKE, which is a manufacturing business. We manufacture outlawed carts, ship them to a dealer network, and sell them all over the country.
Yeah, there you go. That's great. So obviously your father has brought you along, and you brought this. Tell us a little bit about your racing career, things that you accomplished through it. I mean, you sent the kids' bios and everything else. Just tell our listeners and friends out there about you a little bit.
I guess the same path as most kids that want to race for a living. So I started out racing go-karts, and then went up to Bandoleros a little bit, Legends cars, late models, ran the ASA series, did ARCA stuff, attempted a truck race once, but then I settled back into running late models and Legends, and now it's more about the kids.
Right.
Still run some outlaw car stuff, a little bit of Legends car stuff. I'm 40 now, so I'll be 41 later this week. So now I'm able to run with the Masters class and the Legends. So get to race with the old guys instead of racing with the young kids. It's more enjoyable for me at this stage in life.
I myself used to race a little motocross until I had a bad accident. I was about 14, 15 years old, and broke my hip, broke my jaw, put me in a coma for 2 days. I woke up and looked at my father, and I said, sell it all, man. I'm done after that. So I just never got back into it again. And I guess that's sort of the way I found my way into broadcasting and into broadcasting and doing it this way. Your son is, I mean, I got to tip my helmet to you, man. You're bringing this young man up right. He's right on point. I really think I've watched it, and Skratch and I got to get it to North Carolina to see him live, but he has just got a talent. He's got a talent that I have not seen out of a young man. Can you describe it a little bit?
Well, I think at this point for me, I get more out of watching him race and watching Kylee race than I do out of racing myself. So Karter especially, he's at the point now where he can drive the car without thinking about driving the car, and he can focus on race strategy and what the car is doing, and driving the car for him is like breathing or walking for most people. So, when you're first starting out, you spend the first several years trying to navigate the thing and keep it between the walls. And then when you get to the point where he's at, where, most professional racers are at, you can drive the car automatically. And then the rest of it is the fun part. So you can put people in positions that they don't want to be in, and put your car in a better position. And he's able to talk to us about the car. I still give him hand signals and stuff at the track.
Right.
Can't use radios on dirt, but we do a lot of hand signals, and he can look at me every lap and make on the fly adjustments, immediately. He can see me at the flag stand and make an adjustment 2 seconds later when he gets to the corner. So We have a lot of fun racing. We do it a lot. It's a family thing. My brother-in-law and my father-in-law both work in the shop. My dad's still around all the time at the races. My wife comes, my mom comes. It's a whole family thing.
Fantastic. I love the Skratch. See, this is what racing.
Yeah.
This is what racing is missing. It really is family united, family going to the track together, working together, having fun. Win, lose, or draw. I mean, you're going to win sometimes, and sometimes you're not. In Karter's case here, he doesn't lose very much. That's for sure. I mean, it's just So, do you see him going? His next big thing is going up into the World of Outlaws.
Well, you mentioned losing, and he won 2 in a row the past 2 weeks at Millbridge in the micro, and then we ran Saturday and he lost. He didn't enjoy losing. He set quick time and went 4-1 in his heat race. Started on the pole for the feature and ended up losing in a battle with another professional race car driver, a man, KJ Snow. He runs sprint cars and midgets and stuff, and
right.
He and Karter got into a slider battle, and KJ just outran him. And Karter was super bummed after the race, and he wants to win all the time, and he wanted to know what he could have done better, and he was upset with himself for not winning. And I was like, dude, just there's not many kids that can run with somebody like that, right? He's a professional man, so
right.
Nothing to be embarrassed about or whatever. So, he's not racing with kids anymore. It's for the most part adult men, professional race car drivers. So for him to win at all ever is a big thing, let alone win half the times he enters a race, which is incredible.
It is incredible.
It is.
Skratch question. You got a Skratch question for Kyle?
No, yeah, I noticed that. We asked your daughters, what it was like being a family, doing it, and you could see that their enthusiasm, how much they love doing it as a family, and then the same thing, like you were talking about, like it's more enjoyable for you to watch them do their thing than it is to race yourself, and to have the support of you, it probably really helps them a lot. Every one of them. Obviously, when we were talking about how they got into it, you were the first thing they mentioned. So, the support of you is definitely what's making that happen. And I was just listening to your advice about finishing second to a grown man. Like second is being able to finish second isn't shabby, especially when you're winning a lot of them. But for your son to have the drive to not want to lose is and be capable of whipping ass out there is awesome. I think he's going to go far, to be honest with you, especially with your support.
Yeah, he's got the support of a lot of great people. I'm lucky enough to be able to still be involved with him. Up until now, we've, as a company, built every car he's ever driven. So now that he's in the micro sprints, we're not building those. We're just maintaining them and keeping them up for people. So it's a little bit different for me not to be completely hands-on building the frame. But I can't hold on to that forever, right? He's going to move up and drive cars and midgets and whatever. So I can't manufacture every car he ever races. So, it takes a whole network of people, and he's got the attention already of some World of Outlaws team owners, and guys are starting to offer up test rides, and we've got some opportunities lined up for him to shake down a 410 here pretty soon.
Right.
He's a while before he can competitively race that stuff, but start logging a bunch of laps and getting track time, and that way when the opportunity presents itself, he's prepared.
It sounds like you guys have done a great job as a race team and a family, and working together at achieving success, which is amazing. Congratulations.
I got to do this. I have to do this. I have to clap my hands to this family right here. Skratch, give him a round, because you don't find this, and you don't find this much anymore. You don't find parents that are willing to get out and work with their kids and help their kids and help them learn and grow. Whether they're not into racing, I'm sure would be if your daughter said, Dad, I don't want to race anymore. I want to play volleyball for the rest of my life. You'd be 110% behind her saying, honey, we'll get you whatever we need to do to make your performance. We'll get you trained. We'll do whatever we got to do. Am I correct? I mean, this is what this country and people miss. And I'm telling you, this is what racing is about. Racing is about going there, and yes, it's competitive, and it can get intense at times. But racing people stick together, man. They stick together. They work together. They help one another. I'm sorry, Mr. Beattie. I am sorry. I clap my hands and I tip my hat to you, sir, for everything that you're doing. Thank you very much for these kids.
I appreciate that, and there's a lot of good racing families, especially at Millbridge where we race at locally. I mean, I think the last Saturday show they had 140 kids out there or participants. A lot of them were men, but a lot of families. It's just it's a great sport to be involved in. It's great to bring your kids up around it. I feel safer with my kids at the track than I do dropping them off at the mall or something. I wouldn't imagine dropping my kids at the mall and just letting them run around. But any of these tracks we go to, I can let the kids go, and I feel perfectly safe with what they're at and who they're around and the things that they're going to learn. So it's a great environment to bring your kids up in.
I hope that you guys can make a West Coast trip sometime out. I know Karter said he really wants to get down to Volusia and in that area, but I really hope that you guys ever get a chance to come out. We have a great dirt facility here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. The problem of it is the facility's good. They just can't get the dirt combination right. That's what the problem is out here. And I talked to Gene. He said, man, if they're going to have to truck dirt in from Georgia or somewhere else, we just don't have good dirt to race out here on. That's just the way it is because it's mostly sand. And trying to get a compound down. And the World of Outlaws have been here. High Limits have been here. And they do have a couple of more of the state local events that they'll run out here from time to time. But out of all the things that they have at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway complex is all first class. I just wish they could find some dirt that's good dirt that we could have more dirt racing out here. I really do because it's a fantastic place.
Yeah, Vegas is great. We run out there with the Legends cars some. Karter actually ran out there with a Legends car 2 years ago. I'm trying to put together something so that he can run out there for the Legends Car Nationals this year. I believe that's at late October, early November, the Asphalt Nationals there at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Mm-hmm. Kylie's got a bando, so maybe we can bring them both out there and let them run. As far as the dirt goes, man, it'd be killer if they could get some Midwest Iowa dirt out there.
Yeah, there you go. That would be great. So
incredible.
Karter's been at the Bull Ring.
Yeah, Karter ran at the Bull Ring. I believe it was 2 years ago. 2 years ago, he ran a Legends at the Bull Ring. He was in the Young Lions class, which he would still be in the Young Lions class. That's from 10 to 16 now, I believe. So Young Lions class at the Legends Nationals.
Wow, I didn't know he was out here. Man, I wish I'd have known that. Boy, I'm gonna have to give Gene a tongue lashing on that one. If he knew you were out here, didn't tell me you were here, I'm gonna have to figure that one out. But that's for sure.
Well, we should be back out there again at the end of this year.
You'll be out at the end. Oh, you're coming back the end of this year. Oh,
yes,
okay.
October, early November. Yep.
Oh, we'll be here. We'll definitely be here. Oh yeah, I will be there. I've got full media swing at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. All I got to do is ask for that credential, and they'll lay it right on me, so that ain't no big deal.
Mr. VIP right there.
Hey, listen, after 15 years of paying what did they say back in the Jimmy DeFish and the Johnny the Squirrel days, you make your bones, you pay your dues, and you get what you get coming. Well, for 15 years of good service to the Las Vegas Motor Speedway, and I thank them and love them to death. So if I need something, all I got to do is pick up a phone and make a call. And by darn, I got me immediate pass to any one of those tracks out there. So that's it. Hey, before we let you go, sir, a little quick shout out about your company. If people are interested in getting your frames and your stuff that you work with racing, tell people where they can get them at, sir, before we let you go.
Yeah, we've got websites for both companies, SKEcarts.com and KyleBeattieRacing.com. Both of both those sites are good. If you are interested in racing an outlaw kart or a micro sprint, we offer rentals for both of those, and we do rentals for legends and bandoleros too. So summertime now, so we're full on racing all the time. We'll be running the summer shootout with the legends and the bandos and running Millbridge 2 or 3 days a week, and then we'll go on our Midwest swing over to Iowa, run the outlaw karts over there too. So we offer rentals. People can call me or get a hold of the Millbridge Speedway, and they can put you in touch with me, and we can get you in a rental and get you started.
You're not just building karts, you're building winners, man. Don't be modest. You're building winners. So. Don't be modest. You're building winners.
Hey, Skratch, I think you might want to talk to this guy and get a car from him instead of that.
I'm not that good on dirt, though, so I'd be afraid. I think I'm a little better on asphalt, and I'm not that good at that.
He races.
There you go.
I race enduro cars, so I race like full contact racing. Like I'm racing.
He races. Now let's be honest. You race junk. That's what
I call it. I race junk. That's what I race, junk, man. I'm full contact racing, flagpole racing, things like that. So I got a 2015 Camry right now that's I finished 4th the last race in it, but yeah, it gets banged up. I'm a little sore, but still fun.
I've seen some enduro racing. Those cars look like you could get hurt in them. You're gonna want to make sure you got a voice seat in there. Keep you safe.
You can. You take out the craziest thing about them is you take out all the safety stuff and then you go race them.
Oh yeah. And then you just smash it in the wall in the back seat.
That's what I do. That's what I do.
Oh God. It's about time for a cold beer, I think. You guys are going. I might as well just pull myself out of the frame and let you guys talk between good junk racing, good or bad, or you're going to get killed or hurt or something on. I don't know. Anything else?
Any real racer definitely looks at what I do like, man, what the hell are you doing? Right. Oh, well, especially a guy that builds chassis. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm taking all the good stuff out, and then I'm getting into car and racing it. I got one bar on the outside of my door.
Duct tape and baling wire. That's about it.
Yeah, there you go. A hammer.
I'm
looking at Mr. Beattie right now, and I can tell he's shaking his head going, that man with the beard is a nut, man. You're absolutely a nut. Okay. Hey, we want to thank you guys so much. I've been wanting to have you on and your family on because this is what this show is. We've had NASCAR. We've had the Bushes. I've had the Earnhardts. We've had them all. I've had 7-time Jimmy Johnson on. I've had them all. I've had the Beep Tony Stewart. I've had Antron Brown. I've had the big names in sports on. Okay. But what this show was based about and what it was about is for families and racers like you guys, the local people that are working hard every night, whether you got a lot of money, and this, racing ain't cheap, that's for sure. And you can spend, Richard Childress told me this, a billionaire becomes a millionaire when he buys a race team, and he goes broke when he sponsors that race team. So sponsors are very important. But I just want to thank you so much for taking time out of your balls busy day. And I wish the best for Karter, wish the best for your daughter and the little lady that was along with them, that you guys have a great weekend. If there's anything that we can do, please feel free to reach out to Diane. We want to get down to see him. If something special comes, this network is open to you guys and at any time that you want it, okay?
Awesome. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you so much. We want to thank the Beattie family joining us. They're at Eldora. Man, Skratch will take a break. When we come back, we got a little dirt racing, a little motorcycle racing, and then you and I will do a little chatting because I'm a little upset about the federal courts today. I'm not a happy camper. I'm not. Get ready. It's coming up next.
Jerry B here up in Sacramento, Union Gospel Mission, giving out some shoes to the homeless. Here, a lot of smiling faces. We got one deal. We give you a pair of shoes. You got to give us a smirk and a photo. And this is the mission of the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame, which is a non-profit organization based out of Las Vegas, started by Gene Woods. We're trying to do good things and fill little holes in people's lives the best we can. And today we're up in Sacramento, just doing the best we can. Thanks for supporting us.
family, man. What a great,
Yeah, great.
I'm just, I want to see this kid, but the dads and the moms and everybody, Skratch, you've been around it. Your dad was involved with it. It's a family affair when you go racing, man. It is.
Listen, and that's probably why I race junk now. That's probably why I'm on this. It's not probably, it's absolutely why I'm on this show with you. It's why I have another racing show. It's why I race junk. It's absolutely why, because one of the most fun times in my younger life, at 6, 7, 8, those ages, we're going to the track, man, with my stepdad and my mom, and watching him race. There was nothing better. It was something I always look forward to. And then we'd go to Sambo's on the way home in the middle of the night, and I'd get pigs in a blanket.
You want to believe this thing's blowing up, Skratch. They're blowing the thing up, man. I mean, people are wanting this kid to come to Arizona, Illinois, back to Iowa. We want to see you there.
I want him to come to Volusia.
I mean, they want to come down to it's unbelievable. They're doing great. Folks out there, Jason and Jeff, Jamie, all you guys that logged in today with us, thank you very much. And, I hope they come to see you. I mean, we get to see him. We'll get to see Karter and the family on an asphalt car out here. But I want to go watch this kid in dirt. I want to go to dirt and watch him run as dirt. He spanked Kyle Larson. I'm going to sit. And Bush.
Yeah.
And Bush.
Yeah.
He spanked him. There is no ifs, ands, buts about it. He spanked him.
I know. I like that. I'm impressed. I was impressed. The whole family, great family. And then, like I said, to be able to share that with so many siblings or your 2 daughters and your son, things like that. That's great, man. That's good. That's good stuff right there. That's a great story. I really enjoyed talking to them today.
Racing news from the dirt. This segment brought to you by the Gene Woods Racing Experience, 450 Fremont Street, Las Vegas, is only true indoor drift track. More information, gokartslasvegas.com, 702-270-8100. Skratch, tell us about the Monster Energy or the NOS Energy Series.
Yeah, man, the NOS Energy Series, night number 1, last August. Michael Buddy Cofield. Oh, something's in the way. There we go. Kofoid led the opening 18 laps at River City Speedway with the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series, but a pivotal restart cost him the top spot and ultimately the victory as he and Roth Motorsports settled for second. 9 months, Kofoid's role was reversed at the Gerda Metals Recycling presents the Don Mack Classic. He was the one chasing. He was the one tasked with taking the top spot. And not only did he do it, but he also had to overcome the defending series champion to do so. Kofoid plugged his number 83 right into the cushion when the green flag brought the 40-lap finale to life on a Friday night in Grand Forks, North Dakota. Ahead of him, pole sitter David Gravel committed to the bottom, and it was clear right away that Kofoid had something for him. The Pine Grove, California native snuck alongside the Big Game Motorsports number 2 on lap 5 and rocketed by him a lap later. The race was far from over after Kofoid grabbed the lead. Gravel stalked him the rest of the way and even showed him a nose a time or two. But a couple of fortuitous yellow flags gave Kofoid a clean track ahead, and he capitalized by holding Gravel off to be 1 spot better than his most recent trip to the famous Bull Ring. The top 5 NOS Energy Drink feature 40 laps. Number 1 was number 83, Mike Kofoid. David Gravel was second. Donnie Schatz was third. Giovanni Setzel was fourth. And Logan Schuchart was fifth. Night number 2, the 2025 World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series season has built up the hunger for Sheldon Hodenschild. He's been piecing together one of the most consistent campaigns of his 9-year career with the greatest show on dirt. The Stenhouse Junior Marshall Racing number 17 is a steady force in the top 10, and Hodenschild has his fair share of top 5s in 2025. But the son of the legendary Jack Hassenchild is accustomed to winning more. A year ago, the Wooster, Ohio native came out of the gate on fire with 7 checkered flags in the first 27 races. Heading into Saturday's trip to Red River Valley Speedway, he'd been to victory lane just once through 26 nights of action. Child was ready to win again, and that's exactly what he did. The 31-year-old started on the front row of the Ellingson presents the Rumble on the Red and used the cushion to rip Donnie Schatz on the opening circuit. The 30-lapper went green to the checkered, and Child held off an early challenge from Schatz and a late one from David Gravel for his second score of the year. The top 5 NOS Energy Drink featured 30-lapper. Sheldon Hoddenchild was first. David Gravel, Donnie Schatz, Carson Macedo, and Giovanni Schelze. Here is a look at the point standings after the weekend. David Gravel's on top. Michael Cofield is second. Logan Schuchart third. Carson Macedo fourth. And Sheldon Hoddenchild is fifth. Alan, the hardest word I said there, I think, was fortuitous.
Okay. The Worlds of Outlaw Real American Beer Series has a couple of weeks off. Pack your bags because they're off on a big late model tour. Here's what it looks like for you. I-55 Federated Auto Parts Park going to be coming around for you for the Firecracker Face-Off June 20th and 21st. Then they're at Independence Motor Speedway on Monday Madness, June 23rd. Then it's I-94 and the EMR Speedway for the Fergus Falls Showdown. That's June 26th. River City Speedway will host the Grand Forks Showdown on June 27th. Norman County Raceway and Norman County Showdown on June 28th. And then it's the Nodak Speedway and Minot Mayhem on June 29th. Currently, right now, Skratch Bobby Pierce leads the point in that series. And that's a look at racing news. Tell us all about it, man.
Yeah, man, racing news from the dirt. This segment brought to you by Gene Woods Racing Experience, 450 Fremont Street, Las Vegas, the only true indoor drift track. GoKartLasVegas.com, 702-270-8100, home of Skratch with a K's victory over Alan Michaels.
There you go. Real quickly, I'm just going to jerk through this, man. High Limits Racing was originally scheduled, but it got rained out. So they're looking to get back into action. They got a bunch of big events coming up, a doubleheader, man, in Eldora, all coming up. Currently on top of the points in the High Limits Series, it's Tyler Courtney, Brad Sweet, Rico Abreu, Brett Marks, Aaron Ritzel, Justin Peck, Casey Kane in the 7th position, Tanner Thornton, Spencer Baystone, and Chase Rendell, man. Take a quick break. Skratch, come back. We'll do some motorcycle racing news. Then you and I will chat about some of the topics and one that has very, very much upset me.
Kia, movement that inspires.
He's a good kid right there. Man, I told you about him. He's the guy that right? And they developed a helmet and stuff for him. So really good news. Hey, Skratch, take us up to the motorcycle racing news and go ahead and just take it all, and I'll set everybody up for the IndyCar right after that, my friend. Okay.
All right, yeah, no problem, man. This segment's brought to you by the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame, celebrating and preserving the memories of great motorcycle racers and the motorcycle industry icons past and present. More information, log on to www.hotshoe.com. Monster Energy News, last stop on the California stops for both the 450cc and the 250cc classes at Prairie Raceway Park. Here's a look at the results. 450cc winner, Jet Lawrence. Aaron Plessinger was second. Justin Cooper was third. 250cc winner Hayden Deegan. He's your winner right there. Jordan Shimoda was second. Levi Kitchen was third. The Progressive American Flat Track Series back in action June 7th at Lucas Speedway. After 5 events, here's a look at the points. Super Twins point standings. Briar Bauman is first. Dallas Daniels is second. David Fisher is third. The AFT singles, Tom Drain is first with 84 points. Chas Sadoff is second. Trevor Brunner is third. Speedway racing news, AMA Speedway National Championship Round 1, June 21st in Bakersfield. AMA Speedway National Championship Round 2, August 9th, Industry Hills. AMA Speedway National Championship Final, September 19th, Fast Fridays. AMA Speedway National Under 21 Championship, October 11th in Bakersfield. This segment was brought to you by the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame, celebrating, preserving the memories of great motorcycle racers and the motorcycle industry's icon, present and past.
That's right. In the shoes. Right there. We got the deeper going. We need to get the shoes, get the money in for the shoes. There you go. Hey, real quickly, thank you, Skratch. I got this in. We're going to, because I want to get to some chatting topics here today. We ran, but anyhow, Detroit last weekend, IndyCars, Kyle Kirkland, Santino Ferrucci up in the second spot, Colton Herta, Will Power, and Kevin Simpson. After the points spreads right now, Alex Blow still up on top. No, not too much of a spread here, Skratch. Patty O'Ward. Alex Blow, 306. Patty O'Ward at 194. Christian Lundgaard at 181. Felix Rosenkrantz at 165. And Kirkwood at 156. That's your top 5 so far. Formula One racing from this past weekend. Yeah. Well, you know, man, it's been a tough time because I'm telling you, the McLarens are just whooping butt. They really are. Okay. I mean, it's just unbelievable. Oscar Palestri winning again. He's won how many now? He's won like 7, 6. Lando Norris, Charles Leclerc, George Russell, Nico Hülkenberg. Your standings, the story up on top, Lando Norris in second. So it's a McLaren 1 and 2. Then it's Max B, George Russell, and Lewis Hamilton has moved himself up in the 5th spot. So the Ferrari is starting to come alive, my friend. It is starting to come alive. Let's a look at it. Brought to you by our good friends at Atlanta Motorsports Park. Log on to amp.com. All right. You saw this then. You've read this article, right?
Yes.
It just keeps going on.
Yes.
3-judge panel in the 4th Circuit Court of Appeals. This preliminary injunction has been raised on 2311 in Front Row, which means their charter status has been taken away, even though they didn't pay it. The courts give it to them. Okay. They don't get any financial or assistance from any other charter team. Jeff Kessler, attorney, 423 in Front Row. I guess he's handling them both. They're awful upset. December 1st. It's the thing about this whole thing, this charter crap. How many in the field this week, Skratch? How many?
36 cars in the field this week. Out of how many?
40.
That's right.
They got how many? No, let's go back and look here. We got 3 teams. We got 3 cars from 2311, correct? Yep. We got 3 cars or 2 cars. So 3 cars from 3 cars from Front Row. You got Noah, Gillen, and I'm trying to think who the other guy is now. You got 3. So that out of 36. That's 6. Yeah, that's 6 cars.
Without them, you got 30 out of 40. Without them, you have 30 cars out of 40.
Can't you guys open your eyes up? Get this charter deal out the door. Bob Kaufman, who used to be with Aaron's, came up with this stupid idea. The car counts are down. The prize money's down. Hello.
They're doing some stuff, that I like a lot, too. I'm just saying, they made some changes that I like a lot. This North World stuff.
Well, tell me what you like about it then.
Tell me what you like. The Bowman Gray stuff, they're like NASCAR is definitely like they're at least, listen, I mean, Prime. I mean, they didn't know when they started it, but we know now that Prime is fun to watch. You know,
Those guys are great.
People were complaining about commercial stuff with Prime, and they showed 6 minutes of commercials with no racing at all. Other than that, it was always side-by-side stuff. So you always got to watch the racing. I think Prime's doing a hell of a job as far as that goes. So there's certain things like that. You know, at first you're like, oh, Prime, you know, but I think they're doing some stuff that's good. Like I said, the Bowman Gray stuff, the North Wilkesboro, you know, running those. I think bringing back some of this stuff, even if it is in like, even if it is gimmick racing, you know, with the All-Star or whatever, you know, non-point stuff, doesn't matter. You're bringing it back to the sport. So I really, there's some stuff they're doing. This thing here is ridiculous. I mean, again, because, you know, look, let's be honest. Do these teams need the charter? They don't need the charter to be 36 when you only got 36 cars showing up for a 40-car field.
Right.
You know, I mean, that's not always the case. But also the fact of the matter is that these guys are competitive. These teams are competitive. So it's not like they're the bottom of the barrel teams. You know, they might not be the top-notch teams, although I would argue that 2311 is a fairly above average team for sure.
Spire Motorsports is coming along. They're coming along great.
They are. You're gonna. Hey, look. I think you had mentioned off the air too, and I agree. It'd be great to see one of these teams, or at least I want to see these teams win as many races as possible. You know, it'd be great to see one of these teams that's you know, not a chartered team win a championship, or half the team be in the playoffs, or you know, any of those things.
You know what? You know what would be a big kick in their chops? Would it be a big kick in their chops?
Yeah.
If
You
one
know,
of those
this charter thing is one of the things maybe keeping Junior from being a cup owner. You know, and why would you want to do that? Because, you know, he doesn't, you know, you have told me many times that, you know, Junior's not going to pay this kind of money for, you know, a cup charter. So, you know, maybe that's the thing that's keeping Junior out. Why would you want to keep Junior out of the Cup Series? So, you know, if this charter thing's not working, it's not working. You know, teams felt forced to join in, I believe. So,
if I'm not mistaken, it cost Junior $325,000 to put that car on in Daytona. But the 40 car with Justin Allgaier in it, right?
Yeah.
Cost him about $325,000 to put that car on the track for that one race.
A lot of money.
At 30, you know, at that kind of money, no, Junior's not going to spend that money. He's already said he's not. At this point, at the way the season has been, if you look at last year's schedule and where we're heading into this year, okay, so far, I mean, Junior, if Junior doesn't have to work, if Junior wants the money, Junior can get the money, okay? That's like Jordan. If they want the money that bad enough, they can get the money. There's a couple of phone calls and they're rolling. Nobody's turning Junior down. Nobody's turning Jordan down. No.
I'd like to go. I'd like them to go back to the old days of it, where I wouldn't mind, you know, because we've talked about that provisional for, you know, other reasons, but the you know, a past champions provisional, you know, letting somebody in like that, you know, I like that part, and I think that outside of that, man, you come and qualify, and that's just the way it works, man. You know what I'm saying? If look, with 36 out of 40, nobody's going home anyway. Nobody's going home anyway.
I had breakfast with Gene a couple of months ago, or whatever, lunch, whatever it was. We were sitting and talking. If Gene had certification to get into a cup car right now, and we had the money to go, so far last year, Gene would have made, on time alone, Gene would have made every race. He could have got in every race, not on time. He could have got in every race in a position with a car. If he was certified to run NASCAR, he could have got in every race but 6. 6 races he would have had to qualify on time.
And, you know, these teams we're talking about are going to qualify on time,
yeah,
more than likely. But you know what? There was a day, man, that sometimes people just didn't make the race, you know, that's just the way it was. And you know what? I think that's part of your season. I think that's part of your season. I think if you show up and you're, you know, it probably wouldn't have, well, I mean, you know, again, if you have that past champions provisional, you know, I was always for that. Why wouldn't you want a past champion? Usually it was somebody with a big name at the end of their career. Why wouldn't you want them in the race, though? You know what I mean? You'd rather have him in the race than Joe Nobody that, you know what I mean, that happened to qualify last or whatever the case may be. But I mean, in this case, you don't even have enough drivers to fill the field, man. So, you know, what is it special to have a charter? You know, I don't know how special it is. You're about to find out that these two teams are going to be competitive without them. You're about to find out that, you know, that these guys aren't going to probably miss a race.
Oh.
I mean,
Oh.
you know, the Daytona 500. I mean, I'm not for sure on this, but the Daytona 500 from what I could think of, was one of the few races that had more, like quite a handful more cars than the field was going to allow. I don't remember what that number was, but I know that there was like a handful that wasn't going to make it. And then they had that extra, you know, that extra provisional. So what's his face could race.
Yeah.
Helio. So Helio could race in it, which again was horse crap, you know, as far as that goes, because like I said, 7-time had to race his way in. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, you know, and
I should have got the provisional. And Helio, you know, should have just tried to qualify the way we qualify for the Daytona 500. But like I said, there's very few races where there's more cars than spots. And right now you're looking at 36 teams for 40 spots, and 6 of those teams don't have a charter because of this crap. But
4 races so far this year have had a full field. That's it.
There you go.
4.
So it's not you're not special because you have a charter.
Oh. It was a money-making gig. That's all it was. Kaufman said when he put this together, what this is going to do, it's going to cut down on expenses. It's going to do this. They got rid of testing. They got rid of all this other stuff. It has done nothing. It's more expensive to put a cup car on the track now.
Yeah,
So your whole thing of saving money is a bunch of BS.
Get rid of testing. That's a great idea.
Yeah, that was a real smart deal. Well, they all bought simulators. A simulator can do so much, man, but it ain't like being. You can copy Daytona International Speedway on a simulation and a computer chart all you want, but it doesn't mean it's the same thing of when you get on that asphalt on that track.
Right.
To feel the actual bump. They can put a bump in it, but that bump in it isn't the real bump that you're, you know, they can simulate it all they want, but it's not the real deal. Have you heard this? Tony Stewart is thinking about a shot possibly back in NASCAR, not as a driver and owner. He might be looking at buying into NASCAR. What do you think?
Why not? You know what I mean? Why not? Some fresh influence from a real racer wouldn't be a bad idea.
Smoke. Allen's Racing. Where's my camera? Allen's Racing Rules. Right there. I got him for you, Smoke. I got to pay 2 pages for him. Buy in and let's take it back to the way it was.
You can order your copy here at.
Yeah. I didn't get to see Tony at the spring event. I'll get to see him at the fall event when NHRA comes back. I'm going to take him a copy of it. You wait and see if I don't. Apparently, Jim France, NASCAR's co-owner and CEO, wanted a deal to film. We talked about this. Well, the deal's off the table.
Yeah.
Fans are no. What are you talking about that you own and are the president and the CEO of this company and you want to fund a team? Roger Penske needs to make a decision. You and I talked about this. I love Penske. He's a great fan of motorsports. So you got too much in it now, man. Got too much.
So he wanted to do it to further demonstrate the elite drivers from other racing series that they could be competitive in a NASCAR road course. I mean, you know, I'm still on the fence. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, hey, just because Shane Van Gisbergen came in and won Chicago in his first race doesn't mean. But I don't know, man. You're right though. It does feel a lot. With what just happened with Penske, it just makes you look at it different. And that's just I'm with you. You know what I mean? Like at this point, I'm concerned for the integrity of Penske racing.
And the article that I read, if you read down on it even more, I mean, now he wants to put a card. Do you get a charter? Do you get a charter, Mr. France? Do you get a buy? Do you get a free pass to get in a race? Because you just had the courts and you and the courts all decided that front row and 2311. AJ Allmendinger says that Kylee Grayson says that Dinger will be back 16 full time in the Cup Series. Yeah, good. I like the Dinger. He's good on the road, man. He's good on the road courses.
I like him. I like him. I don't root. He's not a guy I root against at all. You know, when he hits a victory lane, I'm happy for him.
Corey LaJoie's coming back to Spire Motorsports. He's going to be back in the truck.
Yeah.
Going to in the 07. Kyle Busch ran that thing. He's got a couple of good races up ahead of him. He's going to start off Michigan this weekend. Good to see. You know what? I think he did a really good job with those guys on Prime too.
Yeah, me too.
For somebody that's not a broadcaster, he's a race car driver, but they didn't try to make him that. They let him talk his way.
No, yeah, I think I mean I never really liked Carl Edwards as a race car driver necessarily, but I think he's doing great too. I think I like the whole Prime thing, man. I'm behind it.
And just sell it all. Kyle Larson is pulled out of the Superstars debut at the Grande final in November.
Yep.
He needs a break, man.
Yeah, he should focus on what he knows and try to win a championship. I mean, he's in the mix right now for that. So I guess after, a bad day of the double and crashing, both times, I told you, man, that focus thing. I mean, I'm not taking nothing away from him. He's the greatest in the world, in my opinion, right now. But it's tough to focus on two different styles of racing like that, Indy, and then have to go through all that and then go try to pull the both off. That just makes you look at Tony Stewart even better and be like, wow, man, that's impressive.
That's a hard thing to do.
You look back at Tony Stewart pulling the double off as good as he did, and you're looking at him in NHRA right now, and you put those two things together, and it doesn't surprise me at all. To be honest with you, that he could do it. I mean, Kyle Larson's the best right now, and it's tough. It's tough to try to.
I saw an interview with. I'm working to get him on. We've done an interview with Tony at the track.
Yeah.
But I want to get him on the show because you know what he said is out of all the championships, everything that he's won and done, he said the Silver Crown meant the most up for him.
Yeah.
He said the Silver Crown championships are the most thing that to his heart. He said, winning Indy, winning NASCAR, this, that, and everybody said that was the great. I got to get Tony on. Atlanta Motorsports Park has been renamed the Eco Park Speedway, 66-year-old facility. It's a partnership between SMI, 7-year deal for them. Well, you get some sponsor money on the track, maybe the purses will come up. I wouldn't be surprised to see something happen out here. It's an SMI track. I wouldn't be surprised. Could this be the MGM? Could this be the MGM Speedway? Could it be this? Well, Caesars is already involved in all kinds of other stuff. I mean, could this be the Caesar Speedway? Could it be the Tita Brothers?
Most. I'm surprised that they haven't done that already. But yeah, most sports do that. The arenas and the fields and the stadiums and stuff like that. Is that what's next for NASCAR? Is the Daytona International Speedway becoming the whatever Speedway, the Clyde Torkels Chicken Pit Speedway. For those of you that don't know, that's a Stroker Ace reference.
Yeah, I got you. I mean, did you see they did?
That would be awesome, actually, if it was. But
did you see? Sorry. No, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Did I see what?
Did you see they demolished the entire infield of Bristol?
I did. I thought that was kind of crazy. They just tore that thing down so they could play baseball in there, and they're going to rebuild it.
You know what? I got to find out about this. I bet it's a smaller version of our Neon Garage. Could be. I have to look into this.
Yeah, I don't know. I just when I saw it, they were tearing it down, and it said they were tearing it down for the baseball game because obviously it's in the way. So they're tearing it down for the baseball game, and then they're going to rebuild it after the baseball game. So I guess the baseball game is making plenty of money, just like when they go out to the Coliseum and they make a track on a football field. I guess. At some point, I guess.
I don't know.
The idea of it or the novelty of it is the key.
I don't know.
I don't either.
I just wish just stop. Quit trying to make things that aren't. Racetracks are not baseball stadiums. They're not football stadiums. Football stadiums and baseball stadiums are not racetracks. I know I heard this thing a year ago. Oh, we're going to turn Dodger Stadium into a racetrack. We're going to run the All-Star race there. No.
Hey, I'd go watch the Reds and Braves game at Bristol, though.
Is that who's playing?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I'd go watch it. I think it'd be neat. The novelty of it. See, the novelty of it. But
okay, one and done. One and done.
But I mean, if you got to tear down a whole damn building to make it happen, I think maybe it's not right. Maybe that's not right for it. I don't know.
If they come out here and decide, I'm not even going to get into the A's thing. But yeah, I was going to say they're going to build them a $2 billion ballpark, so there's no reason to destroy our beloved Neon Garage here. Leave that alone. It's a great place, great facility.
I love the Tropicana. I can't believe that's where they're building the baseball field.
Got married there.
I mean, I know the Tropicana was old, but I'm just saying I liked that place. I was on Let's Make a Deal when they filmed it there at the Tropicana right after I moved out there. That was a cool ass experience, man.
Well, you know what I've always said about it? They blew up a perfectly great hotel for a crappy baseball team.
Right. There'll be more people visiting Tropicana than will come watch that baseball team.
Well, you know what's going to happen? It's going to happen the same thing with the Raiders. They don't have quality on the field. So if you go to Allegiant Stadium every Sunday or a Monday night or a Thursday
Raider fans are a little different though. Raider fans don't care, man. They're used to their team being horrible.
But they got nobody there. There's no black and silver there, bro. Not even a quarter of the stadium is black and silver. It's all people from Miami, people from Jacksonville, people from New York.
The city of Las Vegas doesn't care as long as that place sells tickets.
Yeah, that's all they care about.
But it is though, because it's a tour. I mean, it's a tourist attraction for the most part. The Raiders have become a tourist attraction because, as you know, everybody from all over the world comes to Las Vegas. So, you being in Las Vegas from, any of the countries, which is, there's people from all over the world come to Las Vegas. You know what I mean? So them getting a taste of NFL while they're at Las Vegas, I mean, that's the gimmick. People from all over the country. Like myself, when I lived there, and my old roommate, and we're from all over the place. We're fans of all different stuff, So if Detroit would come to Las Vegas, man, my roommate would have been there. If Tampa would come to Las Vegas, I'd be there, and many more like me, and whatnot. So that's that's what that's about. I know for the home team, I know for the real fans, I know for the city of Las Vegas that this is our home team. It's kind of sucks, but
it's a joke. Well, someone put it on the line. They're a joke.
Tourist attraction. It's a show, just like everything else in Las Vegas. It's a show.
I mean, if they come out, they got rid of the coach. They got rid of what's his name. He was so I don't even know his name anymore. I don't even care. You lose 9-10 in a row, you're out of here.
Yeah, you can't keep a job like that. Antonio Pierce.
Yeah, is that who it was?
Yep.
This guy gets on his first press. You weren't here. At this first press conference, he comes in. Wearing a Raiders shirt, big diamond earring in his ear, bling on his. I'm from Compton, man. I'm from the black hole, man. Yeah, black hole, Compton, my ass. You lost. You're out of here. Team stunk. It's an embarrassment. It's an embarrassment. I look at it. I want the listen.
I think they'll be better this year, though.
Do well.
I think they'll be better this year.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not, they're not going to be great, but I think they'll be better this year.
I'm just glad we got racing here. That's all I care. You got racing.
Yeah, that we do.
I don't care if they win or lose. I don't care if they bring them in. If the hotels get packed for them and they're making their money. Good.
I can't wait to race again. I'm itching. It's been a minute. I feel like it's been too long already.
Ready to get back in the junk?
Yeah, I'm ready to get back in my junk.
Want to thank Kyle, Karter, Kylee, little Emily for all joining the show today. Beattie Racing Family +1. They were great. You got to go see this kid, man. You got to go see this kid run for real. Watching him on tape's one thing, but we're seeing him run I got to see him. And he's going to come out here for the bandos and the legends thing. That's asphalt racing. Okay. I want to see him on dirt. I want to see him slinging and flinging. What about the Skratch with K comedy shows, karaoke this week? Anything on the plans for you?
Yeah, man, I'm hosting man, we always have a good time too. I'm at Mark's Sports Pub tonight, one of my race car sponsors. We got a little karaoke party going right there. But this Tuesday is my debut of being the host of the famous comedy auction at Peanuts Bar on Flagler Ave in New Smyrna Beach. So, man, I've been training, so to speak, over the last 3 weeks, and it's been a lot of fun. So I've been the head of the auction, but as a comedian and it being a comedy auction, it's me really doing like a lot of crowd work while we're auctioning stuff off. So I have a lot of fun with the people and making fun of people and goofing around. So it's gonna be a good time. But yeah, so this coming Tuesday is the first one that it's actually my show. So I'm going to go down there and tear that up, man. And then we're going to be doing that every Tuesday night at Peanuts there at 7:00. And then I get to race again about August. So I got a little ways to go before I get to do that. But that'll be Night of Carnage in August, race the Enduro car again. I think I might go work on it a little bit this weekend and, make sure the rabbit is strapped to the front.
Don't forget that rabbit, buddy.
I won't this time.
We're kicking back. I got a couple of days. I'll be meeting and greeting friends up here at the Gene Woods Racing Experience on Friday and Saturday. Next shot for us, we'll be out at the Bull Ring coming up on July 3rd. We'll be out there for the Night of Fire. Big event, big fire. I'm going to tell you something. One of the best fireworks shows in town is at the Speedway on the Night of Fire. Good fireworks show out there for everybody. So we'll be out there for that. Want to say hi to all of our Bull Ring friends out there. Johnny Spilatra, my buddy out there, good going. Just Johnny, you're working it up, buddy. A win is in the window for you. It's coming. Just hang in there. You'll be racing the junk here in a couple of weeks. Well, you got a month or two before you get the junk back into action. But
yeah, I gotta shape it up a little bit. We banged it up a little bit this last time.
Right.
I mean, not bad. We banged it up a little bit, and I blew that tire, as we all talked about, that we're not going to bring up again.
All right. Just make sure the rabbit is strapped to the car this time.
Yeah, the rabbit will be strapped to the car.
All right, one more time. We're hitting the high banks on sports radio there in sports radio down there in New Smyrna, right?
Yeah, Friday the 13th, man. Friday the 13th, we're going to debut the high banks. And I am now WSBB's racing ambassador. It's 106.9 in New Smyrna, or 12:30 a.m. But you can check it out at WSBB. Try to find us there. But yeah, the high banks, it's going to be the racing show, man. We're going to cover all motorsports, much like we do here on Pit Road Racing. Every Friday from 5 to 6, I do daily news, racing news reports. And of course, I will be joined by my man right here, Alan Michaels from On Pit Road Racing, as we do a racing around the country, which will be exactly what we do right here on Pit Road Racing as we talk to drivers from all around the country. So that will be one of the segments on the high banks too. And you and I will continue our work relationship and our friendship and our brotherhood.
As we continue on next week, we're back at you. Good day, good show today. Appreciate you timing in there. Have yourself, it's about time for we pop a top and go have a cold one. And I think I'm going to head over to Hammer and Harry's real fast, unless it's, you know what? We made it, Skratch. I guess the monsoon rain and the thunderstorms spared us for the 90 minutes.
And you know what? During that time, there was a big old clap of thunder right here, and it scared me a minute ago. I don't know if you saw the shade. So maybe that storm made it all the way to here by now.
Real quickly before we go, Facebook, social media, where they can find the Skratch with the K and the Comedy Shack.
Yeah, man, go check out nutshackentertainment.com or comedyfromskratch.com. Make sure you spell Skratch with a K. You can find everything you need to know about me, except for probably my social security number. You probably can't have that.
Okay, that's good. Want to be a guest on the show, man, and racing around the country? Give us a shout out at 702-803-0875, Monday through Friday from 9 to 5, or drop us a line at onpitroadracing@gmail.com. Diane Fox, producer of this program, will hook you up, and we'll get you guys on. I'm going to call for John, my friend, okay?
Yes, sounds good.
Skratch with a K down in Daytona Beach at the Nut Shacks. Alan Michaels here in Las Vegas, the WCOBS Control Center. Want to thank the Beattie family out there for joining us today. This kid's coming. Watch out for him. Karter Beattie. Remember that name. He's on the dirt. We're back at you next week. Thursday, 3 p.m. on the West Coast, 6 p.m. on the East.
Thanks for joining us for On Pit Road Racing. Follow us on our website, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at On Pit Road Racing. On Pit Road Racing is written and produced by WCOBN TV. I'm John the Announcer for On Pit Road Racing.